Yeah, okay, thanks very much everyone. I know that everyone's really busy, and especially with us coming into port in a couple of days' time. For those that don't know where we've been for the last 3 months, we've been travelling up and down to the Nova-Canton Trough. We've been doing a bit of work in the Samoan Passage there. As we're coming to the end of the Nova-Canton Trough expedition, this is the 4th leg. It's a really good time to take stock of the data that we've acquired and just what we've managed to achieve.
Deck bridge, you're clear to launch.
Clear to launch. Half on the green.
So we've had 119 lander deployments and 18 submersible dives. Lander away.
Lander away.
Lander away, thank you.
A region that hadn't been previously explored in any sort of depth or in any sort of detail.
All good, guys. Thank you.
We've already identified over 100 species for the Nova-Canton. I was just looking through some footage earlier today, and I already saw a few new things that we haven't included yet. So we're well over 120 sort of species. The sort of species catalogue that our team is now able to produce has never been done before. And so we're able to document in quite a lot of detail just what exactly is living here. Something that I came across just yesterday, on leg 4 we've got 3 instances of hermit crabs. This is at 16 times, so he's not that active. So this little guy, he's not doing anything fast. He's just chilling out, he's on the sea floor, he's thinking, God, my back hurts because there's an enemy on it. We saw these octopus. You should come into the office and we'll actually sort of listen to the raw footage, because you just hear Kate in the background going, oh my God! All the time. She was so excited. So it's her spirit animal, so she was very, very excited. Some of the sort of slightly more quirky sort of findings, this we've found out is a minesweeper radiolarian. Kind of looks like the COVID-19 sort of bug. Yeah, minesweeper radiolarian. Yeah, and he's probably about the size of a big marble. Pretty weird, pretty wonderful, but that's just one example of like quite a few sort of little weird and wonderful things, and some of these things we're still trying to figure out what the hell they are.
Heaps of animals from the bottom of the ocean.
Now I think we're catching what we're supposed to be catching. It's cool.
From a geology point of view, which is my area of expertise, you know, we've been finding features that we didn't know were here, such as submarine landslides. We've got massive fault systems exposed on the seafloor. So looking at the tectonic and geological evolution of this region, you know, how this area has evolved over time, if it's changing right now, and how those changes are influencing the biological communities, and also how the geology links in with the oceanic water masses that are moving around these areas.
Your decks are wash.
Roger that, decks wash.
Sort of 2 big mountain ridges that we see, they're sort of the 2 big bounding faults, but there's lots of other faults going up there. And the bounding sort of ridges are all sort of these big sort of rock exposures. We see lots of different types of rock. One of the other sort of features that we're looking at, so the top cross section there, that's over something called seafloor spreading fabric. So if you once you get your eye in, see all the things that look a bit like sort of horse tails, sort of all next to each other. That's called the seafloor spreading fabric, and that's literally tens of millions of years old, and that was formed back at the mid-ocean ridge. So over the last 3 months, I mean, the amount of data is actually phenomenal. So we've got something like 750 hours of lander footage to review, about 75 hours of submersible footage. We've mapped an area 3/4 the size of New Zealand. So that's an awful lot of data. We're seeing lots of what we call pillow basalts. So the molten rock that I was talking about, the lava, as it's erupted underwater, it's being cooled. As it's erupting underwater, it forms these really round sort of pillows. In the fullness of time, all of that data will be open access, and it will also be published as sort of scientific research publications, but also as sort of online story maps and a lot of more accessible sort of research materials that other people can and hopefully enjoy. More importantly, we've been working with the Republic of Kiribati, and that data will go directly to their government for them to use as part of their ocean management programme.